Hello and welcome to Chesapeake Weekly Home Edition. Well, we've talked about it before, scammers using COVID-19 to take advantage of people. And, while in the past it's been with the testing process, now the scammers are out with the vaccination process. So let's take a look at how you can determine between scam and reality when it comes to vaccines. It might be a scam if you are asked to pay for the vaccine out of pocket. You're asked to pay to put your name on a waiting list or to get early access to the vaccine. You're offered to have the vaccine shipped to you. You're contacted from a source, whether it be email, phone, in person, but the source is one you don't recognize. So don't ever give your personal information to an unknown source. Reputable sources include the City of Chesapeake, the Chesapeake and the Virginia Department of Health, and also your primary care physician or your pharmacist. So we also encourage you reach out to them. They might have some additional information when it comes to vaccine and your health history. So really go for those sources that you already know and trust when it comes to vaccine information. The Virginia Department of Health has launched a statewide vaccine pre-registration system at vaccinate.virginia.gov. Now, it is a new system, so the state's IT department is still working out some kinks, so please be patient. Now, remember that if you've already signed up using the Chesapeake Health Department's online contact tool, you do not have to sign up using the state's system. Your information will be transferred over. So you only have to sign up the one time. If you've already done it, you're good to go. If you haven't yet, visit vaccinate.virginia.gov. And for any questions related to vaccines, you can call the COVID Vaccination Information Call Center. They are open weekdays whenever the city is open from 9 to 5. And just give them a call at 382-1788. Now, they can also help people who are having trouble filling out that online form or maybe don't have internet access. You can give them a call and they can help you fill that out. So just keep in mind that neither the contact center, the call center, nor that online form, those are not ways to sign up to get your vaccination appointment, but they are ways to sign up to be notified when it is time for you to make that appointment. Continue to learn more about the vaccination process at cityofchesapeake.net/COVID-19. Changing gears now to Black History Month. In a city so rich with history, it's really no surprise that there's no shortage of ways to celebrate and learn more about the contributions of African Americans throughout our country and right here in the city of Chesapeake. The Great Bridge Battlefield and Waterways History Foundation is hosting a virtual series featuring noted storyteller Sheila Arnold. The first in the series is called Color of Liberty, African American Stories in the Revolutionary War. The second one is called Stories of the Dismal Swamp. Each event will provide greater insight into African American life during the 18th and 19th centuries. The series is free and open to the public. Tune in on February 18th from 6:30 to 8 and on February 28th from 2 to 3:30. Learn more and be sure to register at gbbattlefield.org. And of course, Chesapeake Public Libraries continue to provide a wide variety of opportunities to educate ourselves during Black History Month. Chesapeake Television's Karen Myers recently sat down with the library's Black History Month coordinator, and she was able to ask a lot of questions about the programming available, but not just that. She asked what Black History Month means to her.
Well, to me, Black History Month is just the 28 days and 29 days, they're leap year.
Right.
But Black History Month is actually all year long. So it's not really a month. It's something that I do all year to celebrate the accomplishments of people before me. And I also try to impact the generation that's going to come behind me. So I read historical biographies, and I just try to see what I can do to just impact the future. So Black History Month is actually Black History Year.
Right.
Because I do it all year.
What was your goal for this project?
The goal for this project was to highlight the fact that Black History Month was created to celebrate African Americans, but it's also a celebration for all people. So you don't have to be African American to celebrate Black History Month. It's American history. And so I wanted that message to be in the forefront of our programming for this year.
And that's a great message.
Yeah.
You can watch the rest of that episode at youtube.com/Chesapeake Television and find all of the library's offerings for this month at chesapeakelibrary.org/Black History Month. Chesapeake Public Schools have done an incredible job throughout the pandemic, doing everything that they can to adjust their services to meet the needs of every type of student. And it's really no surprise that they were able to do that so seamlessly, considering that's what they've done for so long now. And that's evident at the Chesapeake Career Center, where classroom learning blends with on-the-job training. Take a look.
Workforce development is a combination of workforce, putting our students in the workplace, applying the classroom strategies that they have been learning at the Chesapeake Career Center. So I have the most awesome job to be able to work with our students and work with our business community and partnering them together where the students can get the work-based learning experiences.
Now, say, what's the difference between this and an internship, or is it kind of it's a similar approach, right?
Exactly. So there are a lot of different varieties of work-based learning. So the Virginia Department of Education actually came up with a list of different types of experiences, which works out really well. So some of the experiences are internships, externships, co-op work, mentorships, apprenticeship programs, clinicals, and those are just to name a few. And so that works out really well. That way we can look at what the student needs, what the business needs, what the instructors feel like will work best for the students to get those experiences.
Wow. So are you like a counselor too then? Is that?
Well, I get to work with the students. I teach a lot of soft skills and also employment skills, how to write resumes, how to go on interviews, how to dress for success, and get the students ready to go into the workplace.
What do you consider soft skills when you mention
Soft skills are things, work ethic,
Okay.
integrity,
Gotcha.
those communication skills, teamwork.
Those sound like hard skills to me.
Well, you would think sometimes, and the employers really look for those, they want the students to have those technical skills, which of course they're learning here at the Career Center, but they also want them to have those soft skills.
Well, last week we talked about the Arboretum's self-guided tree tour, but if you're in the mood for something a little bit more colorful, that's easy. It's coming up really soon. The Camellias in the Cove event takes place on Saturday, February 27th from 11 to 2. So all you have to do is show up at the Arboretum at any time during those hours, and you'll get a small guided tour to see all the camellias in bloom. Camellia Cove at the Arboretum is a very impressive spot with over 200 different varieties of camellias. So if you miss this opportunity, be sure to check it out another time. The Arboretum is open daily, and you can learn more about it at cityofchesapeake.net/arboretum. And before we go, a quick tip for all of those hoping to plant gardens on their own property: to mulch or not to mulch? We've got the answer for you straight from the expert, Mike Andrewchek with the Chesapeake Agriculture Department. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Mike Andrewchek, and I'm with Virginia Cooperative Extension in the Chesapeake office, and I'm a horticulture agent. Today I'm going to talk to you about the myths about mulch and disease issues. So basically, people think that if you chop up a tree that has a disease and you use it as mulch around your tree, that it's going to bring that disease into your tree. And from all the studies, most of the time this is incorrect. Diseases need a certain host, they need a certain environment to survive. And if you chop up that tree, it changes that environment. And then you spread it on the surface where maybe it's more exposed to sun and moisture, it's also changing the environment. Then you have your plant that's growing in the ground that hopefully has a good soil, good water, and basically growing well and healthy. It's going to be able to fight off a disease much more effectively. And then those roots are much deeper in the soil than where your mulch is. So most of the time, that disease is not going to transfer into your plants. Verticillium is also a common fungal disease that gets into the vascular system of maple trees and a few other plants. It is prevalent, or it's all over anyway in the soil and whatnot. So if you're keeping your tree healthy, adding a chipped tree is not going to affect your plant. And so By mulching, you're taking that mulch away from the landfills. You're helping benefit your tree more than putting it at risk with disease. There are a lot of different myths out there, and one good site to check is Linda Chalker-Scott's out of the University of Washington in Washington State, and you might check there. You can always call us in our office or check our website out, and we can get you more information on that. And I'll have a few more tips about mulch and other myths that we have in the gardens.
Well, that does it for this week. Everyone stay healthy. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you right back here again next week.